Hello everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Echoes of Mystralia. This is kind of like if Hades met Magicraft or any other type of like build your own spell type of roguelike. I've put in about 6.5 hours now. Devs gave me a key early and it has been quite fantastic. If you play the demo, you know it's pretty solid. But I'm going to jump into a run here of a little more advanced. I'll show you what I have meta progression wise before we do that. So the game features this like talent tree here that gets quite expensive. Each additional point costs more. So it's like 150 or something now for my next spot, 140. So I have the whole left side of the tree unlocked and then part of this side over here for defense. There's meta progression and unlocks very Hades-like over here. And then the really interesting part is the spells. So I've unlocked the core of the spells already, but if you go into the individual spell, they all have 4 different unlocks, or 3 more unlocks inside them. So for example, right now, if I was to use this button, it would throw this discus, right? And it's like kind of cool, right? It comes back to you. If I switch it with Selly Aura here, it becomes a little dagger, and this thing will ricochet if enemies have status effects on them. We're not going to use either of those today. I'm going to use my 2 favorite ones that I've currently unlocked, and that is this Nostra Aura, which is a big storm attack. I have to equip it, though, for that to work. Should probably do that. You can assign it to either button you want. It's a charge attack that drops a big AoE. It's kind of fantastic. And we're going to use my rock shotgun. I don't know what it's actually called, but it is a version of this attack that is like a fast, short-range fireball, but I found the shotgun to be quite strong. I also have enough to unlock more spells if I want right now, but I'm just going to use these for this run. So far, like, I highly recommend this game. It's still in early access, so it's certainly not finished. It kind of feels like at Hades 2, when you got to the end before like the upstairs was finished. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting. But it's really good. The game is hard, I will say. It's very much about not getting hit. It's one of those types of roguelikes. Not a lot of healing, not a lot of regen. Combat feels very good though. Very tight, very responsive. Enemies have pretty good hit stun. It depends on the spells you're using, of course. Also, you could tell sometimes enemies have armor. I'll cover that when we get to it. We'll see how far I'm able to get while I'm yapping. Try to do a full run here. It really depends a lot on the crazier the spells you make, too. Right? Like, the goal here is to get wild. I'm going to immediately just take this one, which doesn't do anything now. But it's going to level up the spell above us. It doesn't work on the core spell. It just works on the memory above. Memories are the names of the modifiers. Also, I didn't really talk about it, but, you know, there's like a grid here beneath the spells, and you're going to be able to expand this as you go. Also, why is the game a different volume setting in town versus not in town? So we can go, this way is a meta progression, this way is like some type of potential for the run. I will say this has that issue that I want to say it was Sworn was the game that had this thing that I had a problem with before. Was like early on, you're kind of incentivized to choose meta progression upgrades versus choosing power upgrades, as opposed to choosing between like which type of meta progression upgrade you want, because there are multiple. So a lot of times you'll find yourself in a situation where you're just like, oh, well, I could get more powerful, but I could also like work towards unlocking a new spell. So a minor gripe I have, but again, early access. These things get fixed. All right, so we go for a random spell or a spell from that tree. I also don't remember like the symbols for all the elemental types. I kind of wish it would just show. I kind of wish it would just show over the the door frame. That's more of a personal gripe than anything, though. I feel like you get used to it. I think I know at this point what most of them are, but still not entirely sure on some of them. And like these spells are going to start off, you know, kind of tame, but later on, ideally, if things go right, they become very, very not tame. All right. So we have summon a wind ball on spawn. That's fairly good. Potent burn is also quite strong. However, I don't think this adds a burn. I think it just adds a stack limit to burn. So if we're not already burning, it doesn't do anything. And then we have short fuse. We could just reroll here. We have 2 rerolls for the whole run. We rolled 3 commons. We can do better. We rolled 3 commons. Piercing Eyes is not terrible on the rock shotgun, but also 40% duration on the storm is kind of nice. So one thing that's going to be interesting, like, as you're playing this, is the way you line up your buffs. Like, if you add stuff that add a trigger that spawns off of casting your spell, and then you put the buffs below that, it's going to buff the trigger, not the core spell. So there's some like placement matters type effects. I'm just going to throw this over here and just let him chill out in the storm. We got to add some more effects so this is really good. But I have had a run where this thing just completely solos the last couple bosses, like entirely free. It's kind of fire and forget sort of deal. You can only have 1 up. I've also unlocked a lot of the spells. I don't think I've unlocked all of them yet, or like a lot of the modifiers, which is a big part of the game, right? Is adding new spell modifiers. Early part's a little tame. All right, we get a relic. I wish this part with the relics would let you like choose between 2. I mean, this is fine, getting 50% more money. But with relics, you just like, you get a random one and that's kind of deal with it. So we can get a rare relic. Or we can go to a rare memory. I'd rather have a rare memory. They're more interesting. And there's some quest type stuff on the map. For the most part, I'm going to completely ignore character dialogue for these videos because like if you want to check out the story, it's there for you. I don't think it's like obviously like Hades tier or anything like that. It's fine. The character art is good in the character illustrations is really good in the cutscenes. But I'm here for the gameplay more so than the story for sure. All right, what do we get? Cast Void Projectile orbiting around you. I've never had that before. Or Huge Void. I've also never had this before. On hit, cast a small void explosion that deals 40% damage. So we could put this here. And now our big AoE on hit is going to do a void explosion. So we'll see how this works. See if it ends up being good or not. Couldn't even tell. Legit, couldn't tell. So it might be one of those situations where I need to try on a different spell. And honestly, we could do it right now. They don't stop you. Probably better. Should probably stop getting hit. Also, since it triggers on hit, it triggers once for each of the rocks, which is kind of a big deal. %50 damage minus 30% speed. Yeah, I'll take that. We're just going to drop it here since this is our big hitter. This is a shop icon, but we're gonna go for money because $50 is normally like enough to buy one thing, but it's not really worth it. It definitely seems like the setup for this game is that you want to have 2 complementary spells. Like, you want to have your main DPS, like single target enemy killer, and then one for either CC or like AoE damage. I see the void hitting. I can't tell if it was hitting when it was attached to the storm effect. It might spawn somewhere in the storm, which would make it less good. Money. All right. I'm just going to keep going this way. I'm going to go to this symbol over here. Definitely need something else here. That was terrible. Like, we get 2% of our health back at the end of each floor, which is just not very much. I'm fairly certain this game is going to go through some balance patches, because there's a few things I found that have been kind of wonky. Another one? We could upgrade Huge Void. I mean, yeah. So spells can be upgraded twice. It goes from dealing 40 to dealing 70. That's a lot. Dealing 70% damage. It's based off of our other spells damage. That's just like a huge number. Now we get an elite fight. Boss fights have been pretty good too. Some of these elite fights early on are especially brutal. Depending on your setup and what you got in your first couple memories. Boom. Big shotgun gameplay here. I said rare memory. I didn't see anything rare about this. Leaves of trail of lightning that lasts and applies static. We could just potent static, just take that. This is a leveled up ability though. And put it here to make this better. The storm aspect of our storm spell. Alright, then we have memory and then this. We're gonna go to this one. It's kind of like a puzzle, but it's on a timer, and I think they need to lengthen the timer with the amount of puzzle pieces you need to switch on a controller. I found you're fighting the controls and the timer more than anything. But y'all will see once I get to it. But yeah, this game, I mean, aside from like some super minor gripes, right? This has been fantastic. I'm greatly enjoying myself. I stayed up too late last night playing this. Big rock. Big rock. All right, more meta progression. So one of these is max HP and one's meta progression. I'm going to take the max HP. I would normally take the meta progression, but for video purposes. Or wait, no, that's a heal, not max HP. My bad. Whatever. Let's get a relic. Wow. Rocks do not go very far. He's still alive. It's already starting to do stuff. Without too much more, the storm's going to be quite useful. All right, what relic do we get? Heal 20% HP at the start of a Guardian encounter. That's fantastic. I think that solves a lot of our problems. All right, let's go. Let's go in this room. Okay, so we have the puzzle there, but I don't think that's the actual puzzle. That's just like a random one. There's like quest ones that are timed, and then there's just random ones that are untimed and really easy. It seems like it should be the other way around. The non-quest one should be timed, and the quest one should just be, you know, figure out the puzzle, right? In my opinion, that makes more sense to me, but you'll see once I get it. You'll see. See that I'm not crazy yet. Wait, where's dude's over here? Silly guy. Silly guy. Crit chance and cast speed. Copy the effects of the memory above up to level 1. Okay, that one's interesting. Because you could copy potent static. Oh, I also forgot to move this. Well, that's way better. And I could also, I mean, Speed Strike's very good. But what I could do is I could slap this right here. Put this here. That's doing 180. And this is doing 120% of that. Now, the problem is it doesn't go very far now. But for walking up and killing stuff. So the puzzles are like this. But the quest ones seem like they're really, really large. And it's hard to move them around. So, I don't know. The more I've tried it, the more it frustrates me, so. This one goes here. You just got to connect the dots, right? It's not hard. What do we get? Empty Stomach Echo. All right, sick. Sick. And now I have the quest version that's going to be time me. Made me look dumb. Shotgun damage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're the real Earthbender. Get out of here, Toph. Boom. This is mostly going to be really good against bosses, too. All right, so here's the quest one. I'm trying to get ready. I'm going to be quiet while I do this. No. I need this to go. Oh no, I've goofed it. I've goofed it already. Oh no, I needed to put the other one up. I didn't mean. See, it's not that hard, but when you grab the wrong thing, you lose too much time, and then they make you do the fight again. I think that puzzle is literally my biggest complaint with the game. That puzzle specifically. Because I am playing on gamepad. I think I mentioned that, but if I didn't, I am. It feels great. Highly recommend. But it doesn't let you do the puzzle again either. Like, you get one shot. You have to do a whole new run to get to it. Out here making me look bad. All right, boss time. Well, shop time first. Get some health. Oh, that's right. I unlocked a 5th item in the shop recently. Dash has a 20% chance to stun foes. That's nice. That's some meta progression. +1 bounce. Creates a small halo of light, increases crit chance. All right, so I'm going to take that. Dash has a chance to stun foes is okay. We have 240. The halo's not terrible. Especially if I just put it on this. So this whole area is now a great buff for me to do this. Bounce is all right. The problem is I have no range on this. Like, this does not have range, so it's not really bouncing. Although if 2 enemies are right next to each other, it'd be kind of crazy. So maybe I just take it and equip it for now. Like, the upside is insanely high. If they're close together. I'm going to leave the others. I think I want to save the money.
His pain. That was all that remained of the great Theracon.
I think I want to save the money. That's my plan anyway. All right. Boss number uno. Should be able to get through him without too much trouble.
You are responsible for the...
Whatever. Whatever, guy. Whatever, Mr. Tree Man. Again, there's lore reasons for all this stuff. That's pretty cool. But I'm not here to spoil that. Because I think this is a game worth trying for basically everyone. It's got to attack the legs. We should do a decent amount of damage here. And he's going to phase shift. And once he phase shifts, we gotta deal with these things, but we can just throw our AoE right in front of them. Stop them from hurting us. And his friends are immortal. But now he's very weak. Although he can kill us with that attack if you let him do it for a while. Boss attacks in this game do a ton of damage if you get hit. And he's dead. And we'll heal for an okay amount. Some meta progression. Don't think it's full heal. Not even close. And now we get to add a new piece to our board, which I'm going to add right here so that we can add more stuff to the spell. Which is a really cool thing. All right. To Act 2, max HP are Watcher's Links. Watcher's Links are really good because they increase the amount of pips you can have on your spells. Like, there's a limited number of pips you can attach, and if you hit Watcher's Links, you can increase both of them by 1. Really useful. Goodbye. The basic enemies get quite a bit harder. We still have a massive damage attack though, so I'm not tripping at the moment. My nose itchy though. Someone must be talking about me. That's what they say anyway. go for the heal. And we could go for a relic, but memory is just... Getting a memory is just so much more fun. That said, there are relics that increase your certain damage types by like 25% that are just insanely powerful. But it's very RNG if you roll into them. At least from what I can tell. I should say it feels RNG. If it's like hidden RNG, like hidden affinities and stuff, then I don't know, but correct. We're not done. Oh, that guy didn't want to die. Another one. We can level up duration, but I'm just gonna take Huge Void again. Cause we're just putting this here. Like, it'll do it twice. We now have 2 Huge Voids. One does less damage than the other, but nothing wrong with that. All right, so this guy we should be able to shotgun down before too long. Yeah, that didn't take a lot of casts. A lot of mini bosses in this game work in the way like you got to kill the main one, and until then, minions will spawn. All right, so one more pip to our spells. Sick. I guess we'll take a memory since that was our only choice. I like that the game spawns in the shadows for the enemies so that we never get spawned on. If you're paying attention. Get blasted. The enemies do start moving pretty quick and hitting pretty hard. So it's important to make really, really powerful spells. Cause a ball of lightning to move in waves. Duration reduced, but speed increased. Slightly better. Good reroll. These are all like kind of nothing burgers. Although we could do Inner Storm. You take Inner Storm, I think, and put it over this. So that's now like applying more static. The critical mass of static on that ability. Oh, frick. Spooter time. This mini boss is a pain. It's because of the ads. There's just like not a lot of time you get to attack. I should say this boss is a pain to safely fight. Alright. I'm dead. Boom. Boom. What do we get? Waves of Panic. Adds a wave movement. Cast electric arcs that deal 30% of damage and apply 10 static. I haven't had this before. Cast Thunder Strikes, deals 60% damage and applies 25 static. I'm going to take this because I know that it's good. We're gonna slap it right here. And now our thing is like actual just thunderstorms. What is that symbol? Let's see if we have anything. I do have the level up one. And hit and run. But I think we can just go to chaos. I think just going to chaos will be fine. So our storm isn't terrible. It's not good. It doesn't do nearly enough DPS. But it's debuff / crowd control right now. I just want to focus on not getting hit, which I just did for no reason. Terrible. We don't have any revives either. It's not one of those things where like you have death protection. Or if it is, I don't have it yet. You guys are so persistent. That axe caught me on the way back. That is unfortunate. Let's just send that out there. These guys are brutal. Shotgun. There you go. No spells for him. All right. What's up next? On hit. Over here, we have Epiphany. Casts 3 swirling projectiles. +1 bounce if foe is affected by static. And 30 homing. I'm just saying. That's not terrible over here.
One more memory.
Go to shop. Yeah, we'll go to the shop over the meta progression again. Regular run, I probably hit the meta progression. Here we take the shop. Spells have a 20% chance to apply chill. Well, that seems insane. Increase aqua damage by 20%. Yep, I'm not doing any of that. Well, let's take the chill effect. This one's okay, but I could do without. And these guys will talk to you, but I don't think they give you anything.
Apparently.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we have that right now. We have this. It's a good place to test and like mix up your stuff. Fairly confident in what we have right now. But let's see if that changes. Flash of Swords. Oh, man. Oh, man. Swords go kind of crazy. Look at that. But see, that's because of where we placed it. So now all these things are targeting Flash of Swords. If I switch these, now the sword is just inside the tornado. The duration thing is kind of nice. I could slap that over here. Make these hit further away. Makes sense to me. And I could go to this guy, but he's just going to kill me. So let's go to the Magic Forge and do some magicking. I love random upgrades. Gotta get close to make these guys stand up. Woo, that was close. A lot of effects going on over there. Not a fan. Not a fan. Let's get out of the way. Let's be safe. Here, you guys just have a storm real quick. Had to interrupt that guy because he was going to hit me otherwise. Doing it. No. 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 Bad. Bad guy. Vulgar Sparks. Cast an electric projectile. %15 damage. Duration 3 seconds. Applies 20 static. Targets 2 foes affected by static. I could level up the duration, which would be good, but I want to try this out. It has to eat something.
I felt it through my heart.
It's triggered on hit. Is that right? Yeah. See, this is where I need more points. Grab a relic. Ow. I don't even know what hit me that time. Arena traps, no. Okay, the rocks are good enough right now. Really getting stuff done. 10 haste, huh? I'll be honest, I don't know what haste does. We got resources over here. You say haste, increase movement speed. Okay. It's not bad then. Which color do I want? A lot of storm stuff on this side. Huge void. It's probably this one. Wait, another void would be a nice pickup. Could level up our spells. Stand up. Too many guys. Very dangerous. Ooh, that guy just randomly attacked. That's crazy. I'm surprised it didn't hit me. Need more damage on our shotgun so it can one-hit some of these guys. It's close to it. 50% damage against foes with full health. It's so good when it's good. It doesn't really help against like bosses and stuff, though. Well, we do better. Epiphany. Copy the effects of the memory above up to level 1. Yeah, let's upgrade that one. Up to level 2. So what if just this? What if this? Alright, it's only like my second time, I think, hitting the Magic Forge, so we'll have to see exactly how this works.
Master build.
Insert a memory in the sacrifice slot. Well, this one can go. Oh, just return stuff. Okay. And this lets you move around your slots, basically. So the arrows matter. Insert a memory into the reroll slot. Oh. Is it always a common? It's always going to be a common, isn't it? Huh. Kind of unfortunate, I would say. Let's keep rerolling till we hit. Leave a trail of earth that lasts 2 seconds. I mean, that would be fine. First blood, sure. I put first blood over this so that it just does a bunch of extra damage. I feel like this one could also use this. How much do I get for burning a rare one? 35. I wonder if it costs 35 to reroll it. Reroll a rare. I don't need the swords. Only costs 15. Okay. Oh, and it stayed rare. Okay, so that's how it works. Cast an arc connecting the spells or triggers above and below that deals 2 damage. I haven't seen this before, but that could be absolutely insane. Not for what we're doing right now. But it could be really good. I'm spending all my money on nothing. Heavy hitter. Hold. Hold. Never mind. This was insanely profitable. I wish we could level this up again. Maybe we switch it. Maybe we do it like this. 90 damage and 30 speed. And I'm going to come back over here and we're going to get rid of extra work for some money and this one for some money. We got some of our stuff back. Okay. I could have moved stuff around, but I'm just going to leave it.
There were no shortcuts on the path.
Boss time. We get a little bit of a heal. Oh, shot first, right? Increase air damage by 25%. Again, I'm still getting used to which is which. So this is stone. This is lightning. Nope. No benefit there. Troubled mind. Cast void projectiles orbiting around you. Triggered on timer. Huh. Let's get the healing. That sounds okay, but like I'm gonna skip it. Sorry if you guys hear my sniffling. I don't know what happened. The allergies got crazy all of a sudden.
Was able to see inside my heart.
All right, Guardian. If that is your real name. This is a really cool boss fight. I think it's kind of easy. Famous last words.
Selfish little.
But it's a cool fight. Meta. You've played Raven Watch. Be a little familiar. We're very strong right now. So one thing's fun is her spells will hit the enemies. Like she has this hyper beam, but it gets blocked by her own tentacle. And she's gonna drop her ball, and her ball is very vulnerable. And repeat. I think more things happen if you let it go longer. But as long as you stay behind the tentacles, it's not so bad. You should be doing her hyper. Oh no, she's doing that one. Yeah, oops. There we go. All right, fight should be over. Again, if you take too long, you can't two cycle it, so then it's harder. But we do the damage. Yeah, lore things. Give him a meta progression. We're going to go slap another slot onto our shotgun. This one's at an angle. Put it here if we want. It lets us affect the void explosion. Could be interesting. To Act 3 to the Highlands. Haven. Sure. Go where the puzzles are. That's right. I sold all my extra memories. So I guess it's time to get new ones. Love this game. Boom. Oh. Okay. I gotta remember to be careful here. These spearmen have some crazy reach. And this is why we have a spell like this, just in case. Who's next? I like just walking up to people and one-tapping them. All right, let's see what he does. He's gonna spear. Quiet one hit him there. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was dangerous. When you start getting like an extreme amount of projectiles, that's when things get crazy. We haven't really gotten that. I just walked by the trap. That was silly. But it kind of just depends what comes up, you know? Heavy hitter again. Yeah. I think we have to take heavy hitter. Also heavy hitter likely likely goes here.
Every memory made me stronger.
It does make the range of it worse, but more damage. Why did I just go in this way? Makes the range worse, but it does more damage. More damage, more good. No spears. No spears for you. Oh, this guy's... Whoa! He knew where I was going to attack from. All right. Attack this guy. Let's go back to the other guy. Fantastic. Got some monies. We definitely need focus. I'm not excited about this fight, though. Like, I don't remember what this elite is.
Back then, I would never have believed these violent
Oh.
shadows had once been peaceful mages.
The duo mages, right. I've only done this fight, like, once. And I want to say the other build I had was stronger than this. Oh, that's bad. I can just get rid of this guy here first. Nice. Whoa, get out of my way. Extra focus. Okay, we need that. Let's just put more spells on the other side. Like, I could put heavy hitter over here now. Your range is so small. Oh, I just realized Huge Void is a modifier. It's not a... It's not a trigger. That's so weird. Well. I don't know if that changed anything. Just another heavy hitter. It's just like insanely close range, but it does all the damage. Why not?
To Haven.
Oh, that guy sucks. I'm a little worried about how close we have to get to enemies for this. But the damage is absolutely not a joke right now. I need extra projectiles. That would really push this over the edge. Look at the rage. It's so bad. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there's a puzzle here. Let's see if I can do this one. Oh, also money. It just needs more time to process, man. This one's also larger. I see. Like, I figured it out. I just couldn't get the thing in the piece in the hole. All right, we got the reward though. This is like a permanent unlock type thing. Open the major guardian seal in the
This
Highlands.
is what the democratization could have been. A world made better by magic.
Could have been. What could have been? Let's go shopping. Just some more healing would be nice. Didn't get it. Spell and trigger hits have a 20% to apply static. Yeah. Cast a ball of wind. Cast the spawns around the point of origin. You don't really need that. It sounds good, but it's not what we're after. +1 bounce is fun, but nothing. Cast a wind ball. Just don't think that's doing anything. If I'm being so honest. All right. Well, unfortunately, there was no healing there. What is this?
All these shadows.
The foundress
The
led us,
foundress.
but we all
All
saw
right.
the
Well,
truth shine.
Oh, we get a option.
May the soul beads light our way.
Gain 30 haste for 5 encounters. Gain 30 rage for 5 encounters. Gain 20 resistance. 30 rage. I'm gonna take that one.
The truth of the soul beads must be revealed.
Oh, you keep going. I'll take 30 haste too.
Follow the light. The light
For
of the
5
soul
encounters,
beads.
I'll spend the whole thing.
We won't let the
What if I get a bonus, like an achievement for doing all that? All right. Well, we're all jacked up now on superpowers. We've got magic drugs inside of us. We're ready to go. Archers. We're still suffering from being melee, though. I really need one more heavy hitter so I could just go back to just having one of them active. Ow, that did a lot. I need another heal. The guy at the wall. Glad I spent all my money on power-ups, though. It's a brutal room. Well, frick. I was gonna say, this game is not easy, currently. Oh, no, I got hit by the trap. One of the hardest rooms I've run into. Like, legitimately. They keep dropping storms on them. Since we're a hit away from dead. Okay, we survived. Learn by imitation. We have 1 level of that. What we could do, I guess, is get rid of the halo. and copy this so that we have extra thunder strikes in the thing, and we're in trouble right now. I like finishing a stage, you get 2 HP back. Feels like they need to buff that number. Health upgrade? Health upgrade seems like exactly what I'm after. I'm gonna go to the easier room here just because, well, we're trying not to die, right? That's the goal. Seems a little unlikely, but you never know. If I just watch out for the traps, I should be okay. The traps are the really hard part. While I'm yapping, for me. Just forget about them. Oh, it's very busy over here, huh? Almost died. Almost died. Almost died. Oh, I did get hit. Okay, the range on these is probably not worth, or the power on that is probably not worth not being able to cast it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I made it too strong. And by too strong, I mean I took too much range away from it. It just doesn't work. All right, let's see what we unlocked. More stuff. There's still more stuff to get. And don't worry, guys. We're going to be playing a lot more of this game. I love this game. Let's go. We get more talents. Increase max HP by 10. I'll just go ahead and take that. Then we go over here and we get... Wait. Cover 10% more health from fountains. That's nice. Oh my gosh. More memories?
So the cycle would remember.
This is from these like puzzles we did. Awakens this memory. Empty stomach. Okay. Something else new. Just keep unlocking things. Camps offer 1 item at a reduced cost. That's really nice. You also get fountains, recover 10%. I'll take the discounted camps. Pretty cool. But yeah, so these are ones I like. I think I should have not gone so hard on this so that I could actually cast it. Not being able to use this in Act 3 was kind of rough. It's really good, though. For next video, I think what I want to do, I can unlock some stuff. I want to unlock this thing. Which is this. Which seems really cool as a lightning spell. And then I wanted to unlock this one, which is a ice beam? Water beam? It's a water beam that freezes. And then does a blizzard if you hold it down. Seems like a cool combo. And then you can turn them into crazy things, obviously. But yeah. Anyways, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any stuff you'd like to see. Anything you want to know about the game, because like I have played a bit now. I'll answer in the comments. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Jeff out. Bye.